everything is going to be explained in detail with an example. So have a case study for that, how to gather the information. So let us proceed under the assumption that developers of our library system have document which describes how the business is conducted. That means I will take an example of a library system here. Let us assume we'll proceed with the gathering the information, assuming that the developers have a document about how the library system has to be developed and which describes how the business is conducted, how this is going to be handled. Okay, the functionality is described as a list of what are commonly called business processes. I have a list of the functionality that what you are going to satisfy in the library system, and that is called as a business process. Okay, so these business processes of a library system are listed below. So we have, these are the list of the functionality that library system provides. What are those? First one, I think this example is very easy for you because this example you in daily life you are using this. So in the college when you come now, when you go to the transaction with the library, so you will be in what you know how these transactions take place. So first one here, in the list includes the register new members. That means if any students are newly joined in the college or any faculty is newly joined to any institution, so how is it they can start the transaction in the library? First they have to register. So the library, the clerk in the library or a librarian is going to register your name or your ID or whatever the information you have. That is to be registered. That I will be discussing in detail when I come to the next slide along with the diagram. Okay. So first step is here, register new members is done. In the library, they will check whether if any new collection books will come based on your syllabus. Every year they will go for a new books to be added. So then they add the books to the collection, then issue a book to a member or a user. User can be a staff or a student, whoever it is. So they can issue the book to the user, then record the return of book. Then while issuing, the issue date can be mentioned and deadline can be given, right? They will record with this date the user has to return back the book. Then when they don't want to use some of the books, they can remove the books from the library, that's from the collection. Whatever the user is taking book or returning, the transaction can be taken as a maintained and can be taken a printout here. Place or remove a hold on a book. That means a deadline can be placed for the book to be issued. This is the date we are issuing. Within 1 month you are supposed to return, some deadline can be put for the issued book. Then renew the books issued to a member. Within that the whole date, they can, within the deadline date, they can return the book, and if they want to go with the same book, they can renew the book or they can go for a new book. So all those things can be noted in the transaction. Then notify member of books availability. And what are the books available, that notification can be sent to the user. So all these are the different operations, the functionality which are carried out in the library system. So all these will be discussed one by one with the help of the transaction, how it takes place. That is, apart from these functionality what you have listed in the first slide, I have some more steps to be carried out along with this. So in addition, the system must support 3 other requirements, 3 more requirements are to be satisfied that are not directly related to the workings of a library. So but these 3 functionalities are not directly related to your library system, but they are essential, but it is necessary. So let us follow these 3 steps also. We will gather the information about these requirements also. The first one here, a command to save the data on a long-term basis. I should have some command. Your system should run some command. What is that? You are going to save the data for long-term basis. It should be saved for a long lifetime, should be more. Okay? A command to load data from a long-term storage device. Whenever data is required now, it should be able to load from the long-term storage. You have stored for a long-term basis. You are going to store the information, right? That you will be able to load the data from your memory, from the storage device. So a command to quit the application. Once you finish doing this, for long term, you have created a data, you have stored a data, and whenever necessary, you can load the data required. Now, once you finish all that, you can quit the application. Okay. At this time, when you quit the system, what is the system should display? The system must ask the user if data is to be saved before termination. So, whatever the information you are transacting, that whether it is to be saved or not, it should ask before termination. If it is necessary, you are going to save it, or if it is not necessary, you are not going to save the information. It is nothing but you are documenting. So what are the transactions you are doing now? The data you are going to maintain for long time in the first step, and you are going to store it, and whenever necessary you are going to load the data, and once you finish that you can quit the application. When you quit the application, you have written the code such that the program in the system such that the system should ask whether the data is to be saved or to be terminated. If it is necessary, you can save before termination. If it is not necessary, you can just quit the application. So these are the three additional essential functionality requirements for the example library system apart from this. How many steps you have here? Register new members 1, second one add books to collection, third one issue a book to a member, fourth one record the return of a book, fifth one remove books from the collection, sixth one print out a user's transaction, seventh one place remove a hold on a book, renew books is issued to a member, eighth one, ninth one is notify member of books availability. So 9 functionalities you have, and also 3 more essential functionalities. So 9 plus 3, 12 functionalities are going to be discussed in the example library.